Did we mess up? Is the water in the creek? Is Jared's area okay? Today's the day we figure that out. Just nothing but rock. That does almost the whole little creek area. It rained enough to fill up the pond. Let's see. What's up, guys? Today it's a nasty day out here. It just quit raining, literally just quit raining. It's super muddy. I parked the truck far away. I walked. I wanted to make sure to come out here and check as soon as it was done raining what it's like. Did we mess up? Is the water in the creek? Is Jared's area okay? Are certain places puddling up water? Today's the day we figure that out. So clearly I'm over here at the shop. You can tell it's puddled up. It's super muddy. I am walking on the driveway part, which is a huge game changer, having the rock down. I'm able to walk and not sink. But whenever I come over here, you guys are gonna see how bad it could get. Starting to get a little bit slick over here, but it's really not too bad unless you get into these spots like right here, then it's kind of bad. But this is over where we cleared out on Jared's video, the shop area and the tank area. It's very, very fresh, but out in the roadway part, it's not that bad. So let's go over to Jared's spot real quick, and then we'll go into the creek area and start to explore. So this is where we were in the last video, where we got the water set up. This is what the creek looks like now. I'll try to throw in a clip of what it looked like before. So it did come up, you can see it running down there. I'll go down there a little bit closer, but it looks like there's a good puddle over there. And then we'll go to the bridge area. We'll walk our way up the creek that way, and I think there's gonna be a lot of water. I can tell you right now, it's definitely more than it was yesterday. The fact that it's actually running down, you can actually see it, is a really good sign. We got a decent amount of rain out here. So let's get on this trek. It's cold, my hands are freezing. I should have got gloves, but I didn't, so let's go. The pathway to Jared's is right there. So we'll walk down, we'll cross over right there, we'll go to Jared's. The little ravine area that everybody was worried about, it flooding out and stuff and messing up. Let's go check that out. But we're just gonna cross over this. There is a little puddle right over here where the creek keeps going. I'm gonna try to walk where you guys can see it good, so you guys know exactly where I'm going. It's just a lot of thorns and stuff up in here. But right here, there is a decent little puddle. It's getting soft, but you guys can tell it puddled up good there. And look at this rock right here. It's flowing pretty good. So I mean, that's a lot of water that came down that's still coming down. Now we're gonna walk up the little pathway here that we did on Jared's. It's gonna be a little soft, but I think a lot of you guys had a misunderstanding, slippery, a misunderstanding of when Jared said we're filling in a ravine. We weren't filling in that creek. That's the creek area right there. The thing that we did for Jared's is right over here, and as you guys could tell, there's very little water puddled up, and as you could tell, it's soft because we just did it. This is the beginning of it, guys. Look, it's actually nothing. This was the beginning of the ravine that Jared talked about, and I'm slipping in a little bit. This is where it started. This is all the water that came off right here. A little bit streaming down right there and puddling up right there. I don't even think it's enough to even get water right there. So I just wanted to make that clear. I think Jared probably sent y'all over here. This is the pathway that we did, the ravine, and then as you could tell, there's really nothing else that way. So all we did, we started the ravine 5 feet over, and that's all we did. So literally, I say this all the time, not a big deal. All right, we're back down here where we put the water next to the shop. So I'm gonna kind of walk around, and we're gonna go on a trek up the creek here. It's gonna be a video of a lot of walking and talking and stuff, but this will really get you guys a good idea of the water source we have. And I personally never walked it all the way up, so this is gonna be a trek. But so it starts here, and then it runs on here, and then as you walk around this side, I'm gonna cut across a little bit, but as you guys can tell, the shop's right here. All it did was go around in a circle, and it came around here, and you could tell it's flowing pretty decent down there. and then it cuts back around, and it cuts over there, and it's going to cut back that way. So let's go that way. I don't know how well we can do this, but we're going to walk up on top. And again, this is the shop area, and it's just going around there. It's flowing at a very good rate, so I am totally cool with that. I'm walking through thorns. So it does run all the way right there. We are over here at the goat pen area. So I'm going to try to show you guys where I'm about to walk. So the water tank in the shop's right there. So literally directly across is right there. We're going to walk right through that gap right there and show you guys the shop and everything. We're coming right down here. As you can tell, there's a decent puddle right there. Let me jump over, and then we're gonna come down this pathway. See if there's water and stuff down here, which there is. Not a whole lot, but there is water coming down, and it's flowing, just not a whole lot. So we're gonna go ahead and trek it up that way. It doesn't seem like there's a lot. Actually, let's trek it back that way. So we're gonna go this way, and then it comes back around that way. So again, the shop is right over there. The stream you saw cuts back this way. Where we were just at was cutting back the other way. So we came back, and it's coming down this way. As you guys could tell, there's a water source going that way. We have gone over there, Danielle and I, so I do know there's a puddle over there. So we're gonna try to trek it down here to the more. So we're gonna try to trek down here a little closer to the water, so you guys can see. It's gonna be a little bit harder on me to walk through this, but we do have a decent amount of water. There's an old pipe right here. I think they were gonna try to do a bridge or something right here at one point, but it does open up here. This does have a little bit of water in it already before the rain. The last time we saw there was water in this, but if we cut back this way, again, Danielle and I walked this. There should be a little puddle over here, or a pool. So it does come around. There's a pool area over there. I'm about to just jump across this so we could get going over there. And guys, again, this can be a long video, but I'm trying to show you guys truly how this is out here and the way the water runs. And it's all running downhill, clearly, and it's going that way towards our bridge and the culvert I put in way on the other side. So that's the pool area, and then it cuts back around and it goes that way. So as we're trekking this way, I'm gonna jump across. It looks a little easier to walk on this side. So it's just very little water, but it is flowing. You guys can see there is water flow. So it's pushing back towards the bridge. This is just something I've wanted to do for a while. And again, I wanted to do it right after a rain so I could show you guys that it does have water coming through. It is rainwater with all of this right now, but we do have some type of water for the last month that has been either feeding this, or it was just water that had been here and it just never went away. But it looks like it cuts back this way. We're getting into some bigger rock, but there's a pool here down on this little cliff area, and it goes that way. There's a bunch of big rock. So I think I'm gonna go up top, go around, and once I'm over there, I'll show you guys. Boomage, I made it by the big rock. So we were just right over there, and the water source is still going that way. I'm gonna cut across right here, and then just continue to follow it up. And again, I know this is a freaking boring video, but if you were very interested in the layout of our land and the water source, this is the creek that runs through. Unfortunately right now, we probably won't be able to tell if any springs are feeding this or not, but you guys get to see it with me in real time. I haven't seen this before, and I think that's the cool part of this, is trying to be honest, trying to show you guys what we got out here. It looks like it's going to start cutting back that way, and a little bigger pool area here. Let's go ahead and jump across, because why not? So it's cold, guys, but it's starting to narrow up, coming back over, coming up this way. It is getting less and less water in this area, so I'm guessing the land is a little bit higher right here. It's not flowing as hard, but coming through here, and then cuts back that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and go way over there, and then show you guys if I see anything cool. It's crazy seeing these huge rock. I would absolutely love to utilize these. I just don't think we'd have any way to get these out. I'd have to trek up that way and see if we'd be able to get the tractor in here, pull them out, some of the smaller ones. But I think that's freaking awesome to have stuff like this out here. It's just wild to me to think there's still a big old rock like that and it hasn't broken up or anything like that, like all the other ones did. But again, still, it looks like it's getting a little skinnier as we go towards the front of the property. But this is pretty cool, to be honest with you guys. I know it doesn't make great video, but if you're very interested, some of the stuff, straight thorns, terrible, terrible. So I'm gonna jump across this real quick. But you guys can tell it's flowing decent right here. Jump across. Getting tore up pretty good. And all of this, I'm just really glad I got this brush jacket and pants on. But again, more rock, big rock here, and then it looks like it's starting to mellow out a little bit right up here. It's gonna come around. I never thought I would do a video like this where I just walked the whole creek, but hey, screw it. A lot of you guys were interested in this, or at least by comments, you guys were saying a lot of stuff, so figured I'd show y'all. Tiny little waterfalls here, it's bubbling up because it's just going right there. But I would say 90% of this, 80-90% is straight from the rain, and we'll have to check in a couple days to see what it looks like. That'll be a cool thing to kind of look at some of that. But it's slowing down up here. I want to say we're getting a little closer to the front of the property. It's just very hard to tell down here in the bottom. We've driven in four-wheelers and side-by-side and stuff through parts of this, and I do have my snake boots on in case we come across anything. Say we, you and I, you guys are gonna see. I wasn't gonna come out here, and Danielle texted me, she's like, where you at? I said, I came out to the property, decided to check it out. We were gonna do a different project, and I said, no, I don't wanna do that because of the rain. She's like, I thought you weren't gonna go out there because of the rain. Well, I really wanted to see what it was like, and to show Jared's little section so you guys could get an understanding of that. And then, jump across, and then just kind of show a little bit of our water source. It looks like at one point it might have washed through here, but there's a lot of thorns over there. So I think it goes all the way around. We'll cut back in. I'll show you guys over there in a second. All right, so I cut all the way around and it goes over there. There's really nothing. What I find interesting is all this dirt right here in the trees. You can tell it maybe flooded up here, or the water's hitting and throwing it up there. It's kind of crazy, but check this out. A little bit of a washout right here, and then it cuts back up there to some bigger rock. So this is a lot closer to the front of the property, and again, a bunch of big rock down in here, and it's still flowing pretty decent. I'll show you this little section here in a second, but again, I think 90% of this is straight rainwater. I've never really walked all the way up here. It gets a little sketchy thorn wise, but still flowing pretty good. So we were just right back there, walking around. Again, I think we're getting a lot closer to the front here, and I don't know how well this is translating in video, but hey, I'll see when I edit. I may not even put this video out, but I figured it'd be a cool little extra video for the weekend. I wasn't even gonna put out a video, so, whoa, almost fell. It's definitely flowing a lot harder right here through the rock. You guys can probably hear that. It's flowing down real good right there. So I think the land's going up again for getting that good push. So I don't see too much here, so I'm gonna go through the brush, and I think it's gonna be really close to the front of the property, which I'm very curious where it comes out. So I'll take you up there. This makes my heart hurt a little bit. This cedar tree laid down right here in the front. That would be an awesome little sawmill log. So maybe at some point I come in, cut the log out, take it, and then whenever I get that sawmill out here, have a few. There's a few of them like that that I've seen that are down. But all right, cool. I think I see the road. There's animal tracks right here that I'm gonna try to show you guys that lead right to the water. I think you guys can see the trail that comes through here. Definitely animal, and we'll follow that up, and it looks like it goes right to the road. And then I'm gonna follow the creek to probably, I'm gonna assume, probably assume a culvert in the road, and I'm sure it goes off the other side. So let's walk out here and see. Boom, it's made it to the road. Got the water here, and then it goes to the culvert out there to the road. So I do know now that the creek goes from the road, so somewhere on the other side of the road. I'm not going to trespass on their property, but all the way back to the back of our property. So now I'm going to cut all the way back around to the bridge area, and then I'll show you the bridge area to the back. We're back over here at the bridge area right in the middle, and we already walked the whole way that way, but we need to walk back this way. Try to do it without falling. But as you guys can tell, there is water up under here, and it runs back that way. So let's head back towards the culvert I did just the other day. So again, the bridge is right there, and it cuts over. This is where we put the corn in the trail can the first day, and it cuts back over. It's flowing pretty decent. Look at this. Hopefully you guys could see that. It's flowing at a pretty good rate. So quite a bit of water. Again, we'll have to come back out in the next few days and see, but it's flowing back that way. And then we're going to jump across that, and it's flowing pretty good. It seems like the further we're going back towards the end of the property, the more of a slope it is, but it's flowing pretty good. I'll be jumping back and forth here to try to go through without getting stuck too much. But yeah, I don't know, it's pretty exciting to walk the whole thing finally. You guys can see it's still going pretty good. Now this is what I would call more of a ravine. I think that's what you guys thought was going on in Jared's video. Nah, very, very simple stuff. So I'm gonna try to jump across this. I'm really hoping I'm not about to mess up here. If I fall in, it'll be on the camera. Oh, made it. All right. So just following down this way. I'm gonna jump across here. Oh, that could have been bad, but coming through here. It looks like when it does flood, it probably comes through here pretty good, because you could tell a little bit of water right here, and that's flowing through there, going that way, that comes to this little creek area. So, again, it's flowing pretty good there. Cutting back around, trying to figure out how I should walk this. And then we'll jump back over. Things you do to try to show people what's going on out here. Alright. Yeah, getting a little sketchy here. Alright, made it there. And then keeps going. I'll turn you around so you guys can kind of see what's going on up here. Just cutting through here, still a good amount of water, and then it goes back there. So we're gonna go and jump ahead way over there and show you what's going on. So we made it a little bit further. Right here, that does look like there's a little more rock and not just dirt, but it's coming through this little leaf waterfall, bubbling up and then slowing down. I think the culvert and stuff is right back there. So we're getting super close to that. Very curious if water's flowing through it or did flow through it. See what that looks like. Looks like there's a puddle or a pool right there. Let's check that out. Yeah, just a little pool area right here. Probably just run off, get stuck, and then slowly cuts back in here. But hopefully you guys could tell, it does look like there's rock down in there. So probably why it's holding pretty decent. It's got the, I think it's clay and stuff out here, to be honest. Clay, and then some rock over the top, and then cuts back this way around, and then it goes over there. And I'm hoping we are a lot closer. I feel like I'm doing a live chat. I feel like we're a lot closer to the culvert area, but I could be wrong. But it seemed like each bend like this, where it turns, it pulls up pretty big. So I guess it's where it starts washing that out and makes a big area. But cuts back, goes over there. So we just bypassed that big old tree that's down right there. Water's still flowing very well. I mean, so much water is going through this, and it looks like nothing but rainwater. Looks like it's gonna go there, maybe cut around and then go back over there. So let's see, I don't know the best way. We'll just jump across right here. Looks like just going around there, around that bend. We'll cut over here so you guys know what I'm talking about. Looks like it cuts back over there, goes around, cuts over there. I think, let's see. I don't want to be fibbing to you guys. Yep. Came around there, right over here. All these thorn bushes, so I'm gonna bypass that and go back over there. All right, went around the bend there. Still got a good amount of water coming through here. And now I really think the culvert is right around there. Look at that, guys, though. That's a bunch of rock down in there. Just nothing but rock. So that does almost the whole little creek area. So I think boy, it holds pretty dang good. All right, guys, so went through all that, all this water, and the culvert is right here. So pretty pumped with that. I walked the entire thing. All this is puddled up. It was not like that the other day. Culvert's right there. Let's go check it out. All right, boomage, guys. Made it to the culvert. The water's puddled up there. This is where the culvert is. You can drive across, and look at this. This makes my heart happy. Look at all that water coming out of there. So the culvert worked. That's a lot of water coming out. Again, I still need to pile up right there to make it a little better, but that is working, most definitely working. And then it cuts back out of our property. Oop, look at that, guys. That's coyote prints right there. You can see the claw marks and everything in that. That is definitely coyote right there. Coyote marks kind of, or tracks, come up through here and then come over here, and then from here they cut back this way, and then who knows where it goes. But that is where the creek runs to at the very end. You guys saw that. I'm very glad the culvert works. It is flowing very good. The pond area is right on the other side of all these blackberry bushes or some type of berry bushes. So we're gonna go over there and we're gonna see, is there any water in it? I don't expect it to be full by any means, but Does it have water? Which side is it holding on? What does the mud look like? All of that stuff. We just rode four-wheelers, dirt bikes, and side-by-side and stuff like that in it literally 2 days ago. So let's check out the pond. All right, guys, we made it to the pond area. Is there enough? Did it rain enough to fill up the pond? Let's see. Absolutely not. Of course it didn't. But I did want to just come look at it, kind of see what it looked like, see where the water's kind of running, pulling up. It'll give me an idea of where the low points are, which clearly I already kind of knew was over here. But down in this area where I first started digging, and you guys know I said I thought there was water, it's right there. I want to see how long that stays there. But I am extremely excited. We have a bunch of water sources out here. The pond will be a very good water source. So to put it in perspective, the pond is right here. That tree line right there is where that creek is, which is probably, I don't know, maybe 100 yards away, maybe. So we could get water from there to fill this pond if the water stays in the creek like that, depending on how it holds and stuff. But we could always pump water from the creek over here. We want to put like a water well to do this over here. Guys, hopefully it's not too windy. I'm kind of bummed all this is really bad audio, but I am extremely happy that I walked the entire thing. I can show you guys. Pumped. Damn, it's cold. Yurt. Oh, right in the tree. That is not a satanic thing for you people out there that are just crazy. That means I love you in sign language. That means you're in Spartaville. So come on, guys, let's not be silly.